Acha, I'll share my screen, all right?
हाँ हाँ.
Yeah. So recovery systems are basically the systems which you place in a rocket. I'm just using this diagram for reference, okay? Don't get annoyed with it. So you just place them in the rocket for their safe return because we might be able to reuse the fuselage, okay? So in this rocket, you see recovery system has been placed over here, which is near the center of gravity at almost the best position to place it. What happens is this breaks off and the ripcord keeps these two parts attached and the parachute deploys. So that's basically your recovery system. And why we use it, it's kind of pretty obvious. But yeah, we need the rocket back in one piece. And unless that happens, it's not considered a successful launch.
Basically recovery में we were talking after this कि maybe we can like have a backup recovery also क्योंकि जैसे
Yeah,
there are many loopholes that we found while we were discussing. So
yeah, Shambhavi suggested कि we need to have backup plans also because अपना single parachute से there's too much risk.
हाँ.
All right. So yours is done, right?
Yeah, हमारा हो गया
Yeah.
इतना ही था
Okay.
हमारा.
Okay. Next team, Ritika.
हमारा था कि why do we need recovery system? Again, pretty obvious because so that we can recover the components, and another reason would be so it doesn't fall on anybody's head.
Okay, pretty obvious. That's why I didn't give much time in these two. Now the main important is the team three.
Yep. Okay, so the topic we got was types of recovery systems. Sukita, please do the honors and share the screen. Sukita. Yep, thank you. Okay, guys. So using our brain, we're just going to show the same PDF which was uploaded into our G drives long before, which we were supposed to read, but few of us or most of us didn't. So I'm just going to explain from that, and when you have time, please go through it. So yeah. Okay. Okay, so the first one we have is the parachute recovery. Basically, all of us know parachute. It's this umbrella shaped device which is used to retard the descent of a falling body. So as we all know, when the parachute, I mean, like when the thing is falling down and the parachute opens up, due to the atmospheric force acting upwards, it acts, it retards or it slows down the fall of the rocket or any other thing for which we're using parachute as a recovery system. Next, we have streamer recovery. Basically, streamer recovery are just strips of material which is generally rectangular in shape, which is also used to slow down the fall of the, or which is used to slow down the thing that is falling. Next one. Okay, next one we have tumble or the feather. It basically this is applicable for low mass rockets. So basically the thing is that it slows down the rocket itself. Okay. And this is possible only in small rockets or lightweight rockets, because in those rockets, slowing down the entire rocket itself, that's possible. And it has a lot of physics in it. You guys can go through it. Fourth one, please. Okay. No, Sukita, go to the next. You don't know. Okay, so the other things are boost glide recovery, rocket glide recovery. It's full gliding things and all. Guys, please go through it. It's really important. Thank you.
Wait, I'll continue. See, mainly I think we are going to use parachute recovery because it's more like kind of easy and reliable. There is something called single deployment, where there is a single parachute. When it reaches a certain height, it releases due to the pressure of the charges, mainly due to the charge, and this causes a lot of problem because it might drift off in different direction because of wind. And then we have something called dual deployment, where there is a main parachute and there is a secondary parachute. This actually depends on electronic sensor. This releases due to charge single, and dual deployment is due to electronic sensor. But since our rocket is like a pretty small range we need to achieve, we are going to use single deployment. This dual deployment is only used for high altitude one. Okay, that's it.
Okay, so I'll just add a few points. Not add, just give a brief sum up. So recovery. Already, you guys know why we need a recovery system, right? To safely get back the things that we have sent. It can be the body itself, reusable bodies we can send. You know how SpaceX sends reusable rockets. So that's one of the things. And then actually recovery came in for the avionics. Okay, avionics was quite costly back then in the Soviet Union, the Cold War era. So the avionics was quite costly and they had to return it. They wanted to use the same equipments again, so they used recovery systems, and in some rockets the recovery system might be even for a human being. All right, it was again in the Cold War era, not now. So you saw the recovery by parachute. The main thing, I think the first usually what you see is a parachute recovery. And in the parachute recovery, what happens is that suppose you are falling, right? You guys know how a parachute works. So I'll just short explanation. So if you're falling, and what the parachute does is deaccelerates you. All right, retardation, what we call. So it will provide up thrust, and hence your velocity will decrease, acceleration will decrease. And similarly, there were more streamers. Okay, streamers are actually used for lighter rockets, not exactly heavy rockets, mainly because streamers is not the best method. All right, then there's gliders. Gliders is kind of new, and the problem with gliders is that these points were not mentioned in the presentation. What the problem with gliders is that it's like a plane. All right, so once it reaches the peak altitude, then it will just descend like a plane. Okay, but the problem is not about the descent but with the ascent. Glider wings cannot be hidden easily. We can find out innovative ideas to hide them, but it's not hidden. Okay, so these wings can get damaged when it's ascending to the peak altitude, this rocket. Okay, it might even burn by some chemical
Deep.
reaction. Uh-huh. Atharva?
I think glider I don't यूज करने वाला है क्या?
नहीं नहीं
ग्लाइडर यूज कर रहा है क्या?
नहीं ग्लाइडर भी
क्योंकि
वो
उसका पूरा ट्रेजेक्टरी बदल जाएगा ग्लाइडर
हाँ हाँ ग्लाइडर हैज प्रॉब्लम्स.
मतलब मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ समझ रहा है ना?
हाँ हाँ मैं समझ गया. तो वही नहीं मैं बस बोल रहा था व्हाई ग्लाइडर इज नॉट अ सेफ ऑप्शन बिकॉज इट कैन गेट डैमेज
इंटरनेट का
एसेंट में. ठीक है, हाई स्पीड में जाता है ना, तो द ग्लाइडर माइट गेट टोर्न और समथिंग लाइक दैट. And the rest, there was one tumble option. Tumble option is only for lightweight rockets.
आयुष
हाँ भारत
Yeah.
दीप
Hello. Yeah. Hello. Hello.
13% you go.
Okay, 20 feet Paradeep.
Okay. Yeah, my actually internet is really unstable. So we'll end the meeting in a few minutes. Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Hello.
Can you guys hear me?
No, it's fine.
Okay. So that's the main thing. You can again read the documents properly, guys. I request please do read the documents, because the main reason why the meeting went from 7:30 to 9:30 instead of, it's almost really 9:30 only now, instead of 8:30 was because many of you have not read it properly. Okay, some of you have not read. Now the main reason why. Hello, can you guys hear me? Hello. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Hello. Okay.
Yeah, you can hear you now.
Yeah.
boss.
Yeah, so I'm really
Yeah,
sorry.
okay.
Network issues. So just bear with me for tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Like then no more Zoom. This it's really crappy software. So yeah, that's all I have to say. That now you know recovery and propulsion. All right. Tomorrow you have aerodynamics and this thing avionics, I believe. Okay. It might be aerodynamics and or maybe construction and avionics. Can anyone confirm what do you have tomorrow?
In the sense, tomorrow, in the sense, like,
What
just came,
topics? What topics do we have to present tomorrow?
we have aerodynamics and construction.
Right, right. Okay. Aerodynamics and construction.
Harideep, कल के
We
लिए
have
fluid में जाना है
construction
क्या?
and avionics.
Okay, we have construction and avionics. All right. Now, there was a flow problem today, guys, and you know why it happened. I won't repeat it again. So please go through the documents. It won't take much time. Just invest 2 hours. All right. Either you can just go through documents today 1 hour. Tomorrow the videos and done. Okay. Make your presentation shorter and precise. That's all I require, so that everyone can understand what the department is all about, what the subsystem is all about. And that's all from my side today. We'll end the meeting in 2 minutes. Anyone has any doubts or wants to add anything, please do. अथर्वा, तू मतलब एक लीडर है तो आई थिंक कुछ बोलना चाहता है तो बोल.
नहीं, I was just थोड़ा सा concerned about the this one. अभी तक we don't have a proper recovery system in place, but obviously we just started out, so yeah, that is not an issue.
Yeah.
Programming part or will Devanshi hai kya? I think we'll have to come up with a list of parts also for her, because some of these things might be expensive.
All right, not a problem. You guys, you can discuss with Devanshi, and वो actually बात है, like Saturday के sorry Saturday you can decide ये सब.
अच्छा, I just don't want to rush into things. अभी last thing कि कल क्या है? Structures and I mean
construction
Construction है
and
कल.
avionics.
construction and avionics.
Right.
Okay, तो avionics में अपने को क्या चाहिए exactly? Rocket का flow चाहिए क्या? मतलब process flow चाहिए कि क्या चाहिए?
Avionics, देख अभी I've shared all the documents with you in the G Drive link only. So
हाँ देखता हूँ.
I won't exactly share the topics that you have to tell tomorrow, but it's quite similar to the ones that you were speaking about today. Okay. Now avionics can be avionics system, ignition system का भी avionics part है, and there's also avionics on board the rocket. ठीक है. फिर ground station का भी part है, तो बहुत सारा चीज है. तो
अच्छा, basically the electronic component of the rocket.
हाँ, right.
पूरा अच्छा चलेगा.
Okay, and construction को तो you guys have to again read. All right, without reading the documents, without watching the videos, you won't be able to discuss anything, contribute anything. Okay, so
Yeah.
read the documents, get a brief idea. All right, so that's all I have to say. Chalo then, let's end the meeting, and guys, tomorrow again we will probably
I had an idea.
Right.
Recovery system का, if we keep on thinking during the meeting only, it will be like कुछ नहीं हो पाएगा शायद. So why don't all of us try to come up with a recovery system by Friday?
You guys can. नहीं, the thing is कि recovery का team ही ready नहीं हुआ है. Like they have still have to know about
okay, we haven't subdivided yet, no?
No, subsystems हुआ नहीं है. This meeting was actually supposed to be on Friday directly, and all the departments एक साथ होते, ठीक है. But the thing is कि मुझे एक चीज पता है, Friday तक even मैं भी ये करता, prolong करता मैं, and what will happen is that Friday just before the meeting I'll try to cover everything. Okay, so I don't want that. Each day अच्छे से you guys see कि क्या क्या है, what are the subsystems properly, and then on Friday the last we'll have, I think it's aerodynamics, I believe. Aerodynamics is a big subject, so that's why I just want you guys to go through it properly. पूरा सिर्फ उसके लिए है. And then Friday I'll send you the Google Forms by night Friday, and then by Saturday I believe you guys can arrive at a decision. All right. I hope you guys understood the subsystems that we discussed today properly. Those who are on the call right now.
Yeah, any questions you could
Yeah.
ask us right now?
Yeah. Akhil, Maha, Devanshi, Ritika, Sukita, Tanushi, and Vaishali. So, you guys understood the subsystems, right?
हाँ,
All right. Because usually, when we talk about classes of motor and everything, you guys might get confused. कि I class क्या है? What is I class? I class is nothing but from A class, we're deriving it to I class. There's a formula. Simply check the formula. You'll understand perfectly. Go through the newsletter. Go through the recovery part that I've given in the documents. I assure you, you'll understand perfectly. Okay. After careful analysis with Atharva and Abhishek, I've shared these things. So definitely you'll understand. All right.
yeah.
All right. Okay. So thank you guys. I hope you like the breakout room thing. थोड़ा सा network issues था, but still.
No,
Bro,
it's nice.
अच्छा, I mean it's really nice idea, but then अपना
Nice
Google
idea.
Meet अच्छा बार ज्वाइन नहीं करना पड़ता.
हाँ, वही 40 मिनट में बार बंद हो जाता है ये.
मैं वही देख रहा था कैन आई बाई फॉर अ मंथली वही जूम, तो मैं खरीद लूंगा.
ए भाई, ए जरूरत नहीं है, ठीक है.
वही क्यों इतना कर रहा है तू?
नहीं
इतने में अपना एक रॉकेट का पेंट जॉब आ जाएगा.
नहीं 1300 है एक्चुअली मंथली, तो
वही तो इतने में कुछ भी आ जाएगा बे.
हाँ कोई नहीं, चलो कोई नहीं,
तू
मैं
सोच
देखूंगा
कितना
अगर
पानी खा सकता है तू उससे.
आई विल चेक